Hey, Presbyterian Church of Chestertown, it's Reverend Joel. Maybe you can tell where I am. I'm out on the side lawn near the fire pit. It's a warm day, but the fire is needed. We've just gone through our 3-week sermon series on fire. And the first day, y'all did beautiful pinwheels all over and wrote messages on them about what gives you breath or takes your breath away. I've rounded those up and have been adding those as well to the fire today. The second day, we all came together and y'all imagined those things where God's heat and warmth are needed, and it says things like Buffalo, Kent County, the young people, Uvalde, lonely teenagers, women, the homeless, Ukraine, our neighbors. You added stuff like parents sending kids to school after Uvalde, friends in Malawi, Russia, economic struggles, Buffalo again, those with ALS, and several families were listed by name. We have those labeled on the candles that have been lit. And then last, y'all probably remember, you wrote something on these sticks and we broke them at the end of worship. And I promised you that these things that get in our way, that douse us, that block us, that prevent us from being on fire for God, we let them go. There's an interesting assortment. They're broken, so they're not all legible anymore, but there are words like friends, fear, politics, anger, tragedy, resentment, distrust, some heavy things that are in our way. And as promised, I wanted y'all to know that they are on fire, God. They are being burned away. And we are being set free to grow the kingdom somehow in whatever God is doing among us here at this church in Chestertown, Maryland. We are trusting that words like that cannot block us from doing the loving and just thing, from bringing peace and harmony into the church and into the community beyond the church. My prayers for you today are that somehow you feel the weight being lifted from you. Whatever word it was that you wrote down and you broke and we've now burnt and sit on the heirs to God, that you feel it lifted from you and you feel a new invigoration, a new spirit among you. You feel ready to give and serve and love in ways that you might have been afraid or too cynical to try before. My prayer for this church, for you, and for this community is that love is set on fire in us, and that all those around us who are stuck in the shadows come to this church for warmth and care. Blessing, laughter, and loving be yours.